So fireproof faith. So sometimes God rescues you from the fire, and other time he makes you fireproof. There's delivering faith and there's sustaining faith. Fireproof faith is having trust that God can deliver you from your situation. Fireproof faith is having faith that God can use any method to accomplish his will. Fireproof faith is also being okay with the fact that God may not find it necessary to change your situation. Faith isn't manipulating God to get what I want. Faith is resting in God so he can get what he wants. Is God the center of your universe, or are you? So we can't presume that God has to do what we want just because we have faith. Fireproof faith says, even if I don't get what I want, I'll still be faithful. Fireproof faith doesn't assume to know what the future holds. It says, I know who holds the future. Fireproof faith doesn't believe only in a certain outcome, like healing or riches. It believes in God regardless of the outcome. Fireproof faith doesn't assume that there aren't any if-nots. Fireproof faith accepts the if-nots because we're not God. Fireproof faith doesn't rejoice in what I want. It rejoices in what God wants. Fireproof faith doesn't pray my will be done. It prays thy will be done. Fireproof faith doesn't believe it's all about me. It believes it's all about God. Fireproof faith doesn't expect God or the universe, as Oprah tells you, will respond to whatever I want. Fireproof faith responds to what God wants. Fireproof faith is trusting God's heart when we can't see his hands. We should pray believing that God can, but not presume that he will do what we want. So everyone who is saved has to believe in Jesus, but it's the power of Jesus that saves us, not the faith. So our faith, it saves us from the flames of hell, fireproof, but faith is only the conduit, not the source of the power. Faith is our connection to the power. It's not the power itself. The value of our faith doesn't come from us, but from the one in whom our faith lies. So at the end of the day, the healing, the deliverance, or the results are not contingent on the quality of our faith, but it's contingent on the healer, the deliverer, and the resolver. It's through Christ that we get the results. In John 9, there was a man who was born blind, and he didn't ask to be healed. But Jesus healed him completely. So it wasn't because of his own faith. So Jesus healed everyone he wanted to heal, but sometimes he healed people who expressed their faith or who had faith. And he made a point of saying, by your faith, you've been healed.
Or did he ever say, don't tell anyone?
Yeah. He told some people, don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
But other times, out of his mercy, he healed people that didn't have faith.
Right.
And so the miracle is what drew them to him. The sign drew them to having faith in Jesus. So for many, the faith wasn't the reason for the miracle, but the miracle was the reason for their faith. The reason for each of the healings that Jesus did was so God would get the glory. Jesus only performed miracles that would bring God glory. At the end of the day, it's God who decides whether we're healed, whether we're delivered, whether we're prosperous, or whether we get out of our trials. Our job is to remain confident that God can deliver us, and that if we ask him, and it is his will, that he will deliver us. But we must also at the same time be at peace if God doesn't deliver us, or if he doesn't give us what we desire. Knowing that what the future holds is a future with God. And at the end of the day, that's all we need.